We are back, so I think I'm just going to start again. So this is Mike. I am here from Tefl Heaven, and I'm here with Jessica and Caitlin, who have been so lovely and talking to me earlier about working and living in North Bangkok in Amane Language Centre, which is where we're situated right now. And we chatted a little bit about your experience earlier, and we just wanted to kind of get that on camera so that people will know what it's like working here, living here, and whether it's a place where they want to live and work as well. So first of all, Jessica, you started in a school in Bangkok and then you moved to Amane. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, the school in Bangkok, it was a lovely school, bilingual school. I was a homeroom teacher, so I had my own class. I taught maths, science, English, and theme, and it was lovely, but very stressful. Very stressful. I had to constantly plan lessons. Lessons were marked. Just lots of deadlines, and yeah, it was very
I mean,
stressful.
that's normal though to plan
Yes.
lessons, right?
Yes.
What made it extra stressful?
Just the fact that the lessons were always marked. Our lessons were always marked, and it's stressful because you don't want to get bad marks. You want to impress your HODs and your fellow employees. But also there was a probation period, and during that probation period, the HOD will randomly come and check on you, check your lessons, mark you so that you can become a fully employed teacher at that school. So it's very, like 2 months of your time there is very stressful.
It sounds to me like it was more than that. It sounds to me it was something to do with the support at that school, right? So
Yes.
it was kind of beat you with a stick management instead of let's support you and help you to be a good
Yes,
teacher. Is that
yes,
kind of what it was?
yeah.
So how did that feel to be like in that sort of environment?
Oh, daunting. Especially being in a new country where you don't have your family, if you need assistance with something. Another thing, the school with printing and stuff like that, everyone shared like 2 printers. So you had to plan your time when you were going to print your worksheets. If you're at home, you generally have your own printer. So when you need to do printing for your students, the printer's there. So everything you had to plan accordingly to make sure you had your stuff on time.
And so you were friends with Caitlin, and Caitlin was teaching in Amane, and she was like, hey, get the heck out of Dodge, come up to teach with me in Amane, right?
Yes.
And you sold the benefits of Amane. And what were the benefits? What pulled you away from that? Obviously, I know you wanted to get out of that situation, but what was the contrast and the difference?
Oh, just a lot more relaxed. You still getting to teach English, especially if you're not like a qualified teacher. So with the school, you had to teach like you were a qualified teacher. Here, you can have any degree and teach English because you're English. It's just a lot more relaxed. Not on edge all the time, making sure that lessons are handed in. But yeah, it's really nice.
What kind of support do you get here then, Caitlin, if you want to answer?
Well, Ben's has organised everything for us, so everything is always organised for you. Your lesson plans are done. If you need any help, you can go to Ben's. She has videos even for you to watch. She will help you. She will talk to you, show you everything. So you never feel like you're in the dark here. If you need something, you can ask. If you're not sure about something, Ben's is always happy to explain, show you. It's very relaxed and fun.
It's much better having support when you're in a new country and you're in a new job, right? And I think there's far too many schools out there that don't have the support system. They don't think through what the teacher's experience is going to be like. It's more like, we need a teacher, let's get one, and then they come and arrive and, okay, teach.
Do whatever.
Do whatever you do as a teacher, but we're all human beings, right? And especially when you come into a new experience, like you need to have the support and that assurance. And that's what I like about Benz, and Benz is the leader here in Amane. Like, she really does care. When you speak to her, you can tell there's just positive emotion from her all the time. And you said that's what you came into, right?
Yes.
So how big of a contrast was that to previous?
Oh, big. She, you know, when you're in a new country, and someone's welcoming and friendly, it just makes you feel so much better, especially in teaching. You want to have a good group of people that you can go to if you need help, and that's Ben's.
So what about the area then? Because I'm sure the folks at home want to know what it's like living and teaching in the north of Bangkok. So you're not right near the city, right?
No.
What's kind of city
just
like?
outside.
Yeah, what's it like? You tell us in your words.
Well, I love it here because I'm a city girl. I don't like being on the outskirts, but this is, you get the city, but not busy like in Bangkok.
Mm-hmm.
So you still have your traditional, like on the streets, you get your Thai food, it's cheap, it's easy to go and get, there's markets, you can just walk everywhere, and it's not busy, you're not dodging cars or anything, so I find that much better. It's easy to get into the city, into Bangkok. You walk to the airport, catch the bus, and you buy the BTS. You
Awesome.
can just get in and come back. It's much cheaper and easier, yeah.
And it's only 20 minutes to Bangkok on the bus, right?
20 minutes, yes.
Okay, and when we say Bangkok, I mean we're in Bangkok.
Yes, but in
Like the
Bangkok,
centre.
yes.
In the centre of Bangkok, okay. And is there many things to do around here, like restaurants or things to do out?
There's lots of restaurants, especially if you like street food, you can try a different one every night. There's so many that come out, there's different restaurants. Sometimes you'll have a problem with the language, but most of them know what foreigners like and they can tell you we have that and that and that, and we just choose from 4 things, but it's good. Yeah, we love coffee shops, and there's lots of coffee shops along here to try. There's a Tops market, which is the best market to get your groceries and stuff.
Awesome.
This road is pretty much the best road to be on.
So let me just ask you about the working hours, right? Because it's a little bit unsocial working hours. Like Sundays and Mondays you have off, right?
Yes.
But then Tuesdays to Saturdays, what's your schedule like?
So we start at 12, we have to be here at 12, and then we finish at 7:45, but we have to clean up and pack away, so you basically finish after 8 sometime.
Quarter
Okay.
past.
So how does that affect your life then? Is it?
For me, I'm not much of a person that goes out during the week anyway, so it hasn't affected me, but obviously everyone's different. So
I mean,
Yeah.
Saturday you work until 4:30,
Okay.
and that's still enough time to go home, have a shower, and you can go out. I mean, we do that often. We go home and we go for supper, or we go into Bangkok. There's still time to go and socialize, so it's not as bad as you would think.
Yeah, but it's important that people know that, like in the evenings during the week, you're going to be working and then going home and chilling out at home, and then maybe having a late night and getting up late the next day.
Well, I mean, when you finish, everything's still open on the road. So if you want to go for dinner, you can go for dinner at 8:30. Everyone's still out. It's quite common for people to still be eating at that time. So you're still involved in the life. It's just you're finishing much later. So you might be tired by that time and just want to go chill.
So I heard you've got a pool and a gym in your apartment. Do you use them much, or?
The gym we use basically every day. And the pool, it's a bit cold because it's undercover, but it's great to, when you're so hot, you just go swim.
it's a nice exercising pool.
Yeah, it's big, it's very nice.
It's a bit crazy because sometimes people really want pools, but then they hardly ever use them.
I mean, we don't use it as often as we should.
Yeah.
But the gym we do.
Yes.
I've got a pool in my sort of Muban, my neighbourhood, and I hardly ever go there. But my kids want to use it all the time. So well, I really appreciate you taking time to explain to everyone about working and living in Amane. Do you have any last tips that you want to say to anyone?
My side, if you've never travelled before, I would suggest travelling with someone, because I battled with being on my own. But other than that, if you're ready to travel, then you should.
Awesome.
And I think coming to Thailand, you have to come here with no high expectations or expectations, just indulge in what you're given. Because if you have expectations, you're not going to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's not for the highly strung.
Yes.
Living in Thailand is not for the highly strung, because everything is so slow and
Yes.
sort of chill.
It's a very different culture. So if you expect here, you're going to struggle. You have to just go with the flow.
Go with the flow for sure. And I get what you're saying, because we bring like hundreds of people to Thailand every year, and that's the benefit of when they go solo. When they arrive and they do the Tefl course, they're with other people.
Yes.
So it's always good to kind of make connections.
Yes,
As you go.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you very much,
Thank
and
you.
appreciate it. See you next time.